The European External Action Service presented the proposal in a 7-page document sent to EU governments ahead of the meeting in Stockholm. The document is the EU's latest attempt to strike a balance between the views of its 27 member countries and a desire to keep a distinctive EU approach to Beijing, while also preserving a close partnership with the United States. EU Foreign Policy Chief Josep Borrell said there were at least 3 reasons for recalibrating China policy.
We will prepare the discussion of the leaders at the European Union Council by the end of June. And on this paper, we recalibrate our position towards China from the 3 points of view. China being a partner, it is a partner. We exchange with China 2.7 billion euros a day, so forget about decoupling. China is a competitor, certainly. Its economic growth, its technological capacity, is a competitor. We have other competitors, not only China, but China is an important competitor, not only a supplier of cheap goods. And third, our systems, our political and economic systems are different, completely different. We are a multi-party democracy. They are a single party. We are a market economy. The Chinese economy is being driven by the state. So we are very different. And in the world, we are rivals because we present our models to the rest of the world. But we have to engage with China. I think the key word is engaging and reducing dependencies.
I don't want to get into any specific measures at this point because right now we are talking, we are willing to keep very good relations with China, with many other partners that are also very important in the Indo-Pacific region. What is very important is to declare unequivocally that any attempt at the destabilizing situation would be met with European answer, European and transatlantic answer. This is very important to keep it. I think we can draw some conclusions from our approach to Russia. If we would have been more decisive before, let's say, 2021, if the approach, the willingness to be stronger would be then better coordinated, if this voice of Europe would be more visible and less equivocal, then perhaps Russia would have been deterred. We know that many errors have been made when it comes to EU-Russia policy in the past. We shouldn't repeat these errors vis-à-vis any other major partners.
In terms of how the European Union can de-risk when it comes to economic dependency on China, the document suggests screening investments more closely and more robust export controls. It also says the European Union should diversify sources of supply in key sectors, in particular those crucial to our green and digital transition, such as semiconductors, 5G and 6G telecoms batteries, raw materials, and critical minerals. Arriving for the meeting, Lithuania's foreign minister said the EU needed to be prepared for the fallout from a potential deterioration in relations with China, such as might happen if conflict were to erupt over Taiwan. Leaders such as European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen and German Chancellor Olaf Scholz have called for a de-risking, but not a decoupling from China. French President Emmanuel Macron, however, recently provoked a backlash when he called on the EU to reduce dependency on the U.S. and cautioned against being drawn into a crisis over Taiwan driven by an American rhythm and a Chinese overreaction.